This week's Race Week and Event Vlog is brought to you by Elite Mobile Detail Inc., the best choice in vehicle detailing in the Wichita area. Call 316-765-5777 to get your car, truck, or SUV looking good. This week's Race Week and Event Vlog is also brought to you by Hair and Now. With a beautician that has years of experience with all hair types, call Hair and Now at 316-264-2028 to set up your appointment, or stop by 1786 South Seneca, Suite 8, Tuesday through Saturday from 8:30 to 6. Our appointments and walk-ins are welcome. Sunday and Monday are appointments only. Hello everyone, welcome back to another Race Week and Event Vlog. I am James. Sorry about last week. I was not able to do any vlogs because I've been having some sinus issues. I've been losing my voice and it's still not back all the way yet. But I'm going to go ahead and do the vlogs this week. Thursday and Saturday are still scheduled. But we're going to go ahead and get into the list because there's a lot of stuff going on this week. Starting tonight at Lawrence Dumont Stadium, it is Game 2 with the Wichita Wingnuts and the Joplin Blasters. That starts at 7:05. And this game series, it's a 4-game series, started yesterday. So you'll still have some time to get out there and to watch these games. And tomorrow, Wednesday, at Lawrence Dumont Stadium, is Game 3 with the Wichita Wingnuts and the Joplin Blasters. Again, that starts at 7:05. And at the Luna Bend Comedy Club here in Wichita, Kansas, it is Battle Buddies Benefit. It is a great benefit show. The benefit is for veterans, for them to get service dogs. So a great cause to go support. And they will have comedians Dan the Man, Jeremy Joseph, Bryce Stanley, Derek Alders, and the doors open at 6:30. The show starts at 8. And at the Luna Bend Comedy Club in Oklahoma City, I had no idea there was a Luna Bend in Oklahoma City or Tulsa or Little Rock, but in Oklahoma City, Dave Landau takes the stage. Doors open at 7:30, show at 8. And at the Luna Bend Comedy Club in Tulsa, Will Marfori will take the stage. Doors open at 6:30, show at 7:30. And Thursday at Lawrence Dumont Stadium is Game 4, the final game with the Wichita Wingnuts and the Joplin Blasters. Again, that's at 7:05. And Thursday at the Luna Bend Comedy Club here in Wichita, Todd Johan, I believe that's his last name. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Yohn. Figure that one out. But he's pretty funny. He's been on Bob and Tom, which is a great show, and I wish I could find it because it's hilarious. But doors open at 7, show at 8. And change my notes. Get a good look at the couch here. At Kansas Star Casino in their poker room is Thursday Night Throwdown at 5 o'clock p.m. So great poker games going on. And at the Luna Bend Comedy Club in Oklahoma City, Dave Landau takes the stage again. Doors open at 7:30, show at 8. And at the Luna Bend Comedy Club in Tulsa, Will Marfori takes the stage again. Doors open at 6:30, show at 7:30. And at Memphis International Raceway, it is Test and Tune. Their racing starts at 6. And a lot of preseason games going on Thursday because I guess they decided to jam all the games on one freaking day for the last week 4. So, Atlanta, at the Georgia Dome, Atlanta Falcons will host the Jacksonville Jaguars. And at the MetLife Stadium, the Newark Giants will host the New England Patriots at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. At Lincoln Financial Field, Philadelphia Eagles will host the New York Jets starting at 7:30 Eastern Time, or 7 o'clock Eastern Time. And at Hard Rock Stadium, the Miami Dolphins will host the Tennessee Titans at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. And at Paul Brown Stadium, the Cincinnati Bengals will host the Indianapolis Colts at 7:30 Eastern Time. Bank of America Stadium, the Carolina Panthers will host the Pittsburgh Steelers. The game starts at 7:30 Eastern Time. And at Raymond James Stadium, Tampa Bay Buccaneers will host the the Washington Redskins at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. At Ford Field, Detroit Lions will host the Buffalo Bills at 7:30 Eastern Time. U.S. Bank Stadium, Minnesota Vikings will host the Los Angeles Rams at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. At AT&T Stadium, Dallas Cowboys will host the Houston Texans at 8. At Arrowhead Stadium, the Kansas City Chiefs will host the Green Bay Packers at 8. Go Chiefs. And at Mercedes-Benz Superdome, the New Orleans Saints will host. I gotta watch where I put my finger so I don't cover up the mic, because this thing has a little bitty mic, and it's on the bottom, so I always end up covering it. So our vlogs, if you're watching, you'll hear the sound cut out because I have my thumb covering the mic. Bad James. But at where was I? Mercedes-Benz Superdome, the New Orleans Saints will host the Baltimore Ravens. Excuse me. Again, I'm still trying to get over this stuff. At First Bank Stadium, Cleveland Browns will host the Chicago Bears starting at 8. University of Phoenix Stadium, Arizona Cardinals will host the Denver Broncos at 9:30. At Qualcomm Stadium, San Diego Chargers will host the San Francisco 49ers at 9 p.m. And block out the camera there for a second while I change my hands. At Oakland Coliseum, the Oakland Raiders will host the Seattle Seahawks, and that starts at 10. And if you haven't heard, apparently the Oakland Raiders will be moving to Las Vegas at the end of the season. Which, what are they going to call the stadium? Then the Caesar Palace Stadium? Caesar Palace Coliseum? But, yeah. So, ending Thursday, we're going into Friday at the Lumen Comedy Club here in Wichita. Todd Johan takes the stage again. Doors open at 6:30. Show at 7:30 for the first show. Doors open at 9:15. Show starts at 10 for the second show. And he'll be here for a few more days. And at Kansas International Dragway is Midnight Grudge Fest. So a lot of great cards are going to be out there all night. And it's always entertaining to go to Midnight Grudge Fest. I need to get out there again at some point. And at Kansas Star Casino, on their casino floor is Free Pool Friday. Free pool. Pull. There we go. As in slot machines. Yeah. That starts at 5. And again at the Kansas Star Casino and the Tin Lizard Bar and Grill, the Sellouts will be there, the local band. That is free admission. You can see a great band that starts at 10. And at Salina Speedway Friday night is the NCRA Modified Shootout. NCRA Modifiers will be joined by the Neesmith Late Models, the Mod Lights, and the IMCA Sport Compacts. And that starts at 8. And I will be there, hopefully, if the weather cooperates. And I will be there at 8 to watch that race. And at the Lumen Comedy Club in Oklahoma City, Dave Landu takes the stage again. Doors open at 7:15. Show at 8 for the first show. Doors open at 9:15, and the show starts at 10 for the second show. And at the Lumen Comedy Club in Tulsa, Will Ferrari will take the stage that night again. Doors open at 6:30. Show at 7:30 for the first show. Doors open at 9:30 for show at 10 o'clock for the second show. And at Mohan Dragway is Friday Fun Night Drags, presented by O'Reilly Auto Parts. And gates open at 6, racing at 7. So great drag racing going on at Mocan. And at At Longdale Speedway, they will have the IMCA modifieds, the IMCA stock cars, the intermediate sport mods, the Grand Nationals, pure stocks, and the sport mods. Gates open at 5, racing at 7. And at Lakeside Speedway is the Lucas Oil MLRA Clyde Ellis Memorial. They'll have the Lucas Oil MLRA late models, the USRA modifieds, the USRA stock cars, USRA B mods, and the factory stocks. And gates open at 5, racing at 7:30. And at Memphis International Raceway, it is their Mod Motor Mustang Mod Nationals, racing at 8. That title seems a little redundant, but it's whatever. At Farmer City Raceway, it is their $5,000 to win late models, and AMS $3,000 to win. That's a lot of money. Yeah. So any races going to Farmer City Raceway, get out there and get that money. And it will also be a full racing show. They'll have the other divisions out there as well. Hot Laps at 6:30, racing at 7:30, and at Marshalltown Speedway, it has their inaugural showdown in Motown. They'll have the modifieds, the stock cars, the sport mods, hobby stocks, and the late models. Gates open at 5. And at Path Valley Speedway, I think I just spit all over the phone. Yeah, I did. Yeah. At Path Valley Speedway was their Metzler's Auto Truck and Trailer Wingless Super Sportsman class. The Rush Crate late models will be there. The Melvin's Auto Repair 4-cylinder Thunder cars. The V8 Super Stocks and the 4-cylinder Strictly Stocks will be there. And Saturday at 81 Speedway is the Steve King Foundation night with the NCRA Sprint cars, the NCRA late models, the NCRA modifieds, the NCRA mod lights. Gates open at 5, racing at 7, and I will be there to get that race as well. And trading my notes. Like I said, a lot of stuff going on, especially on Saturday. At the Luna Bend Comedy Club here in Wichita, Todd Johan takes the stage again for another 2 shows. Doors open at 6:30, show at 7:30 for the first show. And then doors open again at 9:15, show at 10 for the second show. And at Lawrence Dumont Stadium is the 3rd annual cruise-in for a Cure car show. So a great car show to support for cancer research. And that's at 10 a.m. And at Humboldt Speedway is their bus races. Now that'll be fun to see. In downtown Abilene, Kansas, is a Chisholm Trail Classic Car Show, and that's at 8 a.m. And at Island Park in Whitfield, Kansas, it is our 3rd annual Cali Kids Car and Bike Show, and that's at 8:15. And at Luna Bend Comedy Club in Oklahoma City, Dave Land, who takes the stage again for another 2 shows. Doors open at 7:15, show at 8 for the first show. And then doors open again at 9:15 and show at 7:30 for the second show. And at Luna Bend Comedy Club in Tulsa, Will Ferrari will take the stage again for another 2 shows. Doors open at 6, show at 7:30 for the first show. And then doors open again at 9:30 and show at 10 for the second show. So get out there. And at Southern Oklahoma Speedway is our TOMS modifieds. The hobby stocks, the economy mods, the limited mods. And at Mocan Dragway is the 51st annual Labor Day Weekend Classic, presented by O'Reilly Auto Parts. Night 1, they'll have the Super Pro, non-electronics, Super Sportsman, the motorcycles, the Junior Jacksters, and a small tire shootout. Gates open at 10 a.m., racing at 11 a.m. So a lot of great racing going on at Mocan. And at Knoxville Raceway is our Knoxville Extreme Enduro. Don't know what that is. And at Path Valley Speedway, they will have the Haulers Construction Speed Parts, 270cc Micros, the Central Pennsylvania Legends, the Macri Concrete 600cc Micros, the Cornerstone Financial Parts Inc. AMCS 600 stock cars, and a Classic Racing Series vintage cars will be there. Gates open at 5, racing at 7. And at Columbus Motor Speedway, it is the Labor Day Championship with a 50-lap late model race as well as a kids night. And they will have the Columbus Modifieds, the Sport Stocks, and the Crazy Combats, as well as a youth box car race. There we go. And it's I-75 Speedway. It has the limited late models, the Sportsman, the B-Mod, or B-Hobbies, the Thunder cars, the 4-cylinders, the front-wheel drive, and the Mod Lights will be there. Gates open at 5, racing at 7. And at East Lincoln Speedway, they will have the Renegades, the front-wheel drive, the stock cylinders, Pro Stocks, 4-cylinder cars, the Bombers, and the 602 Crate open-wheel modifieds. And I need to see those guys at some point. And if you want to stay home, watch a race Saturday at Darlington Raceway is the Xfinity Series on NBC. And that starts at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And then Sunday, another night of racing at 81 Speedway with the modifieds, the A-Mods, or the modifieds, the Easy Pay AAA modifieds, the Alternative Best Man Rookie modifieds, Street Stocks, Thumpers, and the Hornets. Gates open at 5, racing at 7. And I will not be there. I'll be working. So, excuse me. Sorry about that. I had to get a drink. And at the Luna Bend Comedy Club Sunday night here in Wichita, Todd Young takes the stage again for the last time. Doors open at 7, show at 8. And at the Luna Bend Comedy Club in Oklahoma City, Dave Landu takes the stage for the last time. Doors open at 7:30, show at 8. And changing my notes for the last part here. If I have time, if I don't run out of space. At Luna Bend Comedy Club in Tulsa, Will Ferrari will take the stage for the last time. Doors open at 6:15, show at 7:30. And at Mocan Jagway as their 51st annual Labor Day Weekend Classic Night 2, the Super Pro, Non-Electronics, Sportsman, the Motorcycles, Junior Dragsters, and the Small Tire Shootout will be there. Gates open at 10 a.m., racing at 11. And at Tri-State Speedway is their Labor Day Weekend Challenge with the MSCS Sprints, the MOWA Sprints, and the Modifieds. And a car show going on at the Hutchinson Mall in Hutchinson, Kansas. The 4th annual Hutchinson Mall Charity Car Show at 8 a.m. And they'll do it again at noon. And Monday at the Kansas Star Casino is their Labor Day Poker Tournament in the Poker Room. And that is a $350 buy-in for that game. And that starts at 11. And in downtown Severy, Kansas, and it is their Severy Labor Day Car Show at 10 a.m. And so a lot of stuff going on this week. Rewatch this as many times as you can to mark down all the stuff you want to go do this weekend. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the vlog because I'm already almost at 20 minutes. So have fun and be safe. This week's Race Week and Event vlog was also brought to you by Maggie's Scotch and Soda. For 11 years, Maggie's Scotch and Soda has been the place for a fun and relaxing night. With drink specials and karaoke every night, as well as dartboards, a pool table, and TVs to catch the game or the race, Maggie's will keep you entertained. Stop in at 3827 West 13th across from the Dillons and have a fun night.